Marco van Basten has poured scorn on one of Manchester United's landmark summer signings in the wake of the team's dismal defeat by Tottenham on Sunday afternoon. Erik Ten Hag's side were reduced to 10 men during the Old Trafford clash after Bruno Fernandes was dealt a red card for a challenge on James Maddison, but were unable to grapple with the eventual 3-0 tie from the whistle. Having won just 2 league matches so far, their campaign opener against Fulham and a 3-0 win at Southampton, the Red Devils ended the weekend's action languishing in 13th. In the aftermath of the home defeat, pressure has been heaped upon Ten Hag, who was confirmed to be staying on at Old Trafford after a torrid second season at the club following a summer review conducted by partial owners Ineos. The Dutch manager was then heavily backed in the transfer window, with Ten Hag bringing players including Lenny Yoro, Noussair Mazraoui, and Matthijs de Ligt to Manchester. But Van Basten made it clear on Monday evening that he believes one of the players drafted in to reverse Man United's fortunes is currently falling wide of the mark. "I saw a new player walking around at Manchester United, Manuel Ugarte, for €50 million, £42. 3 meters, the Ajax legend shared on Ziggo Sport. How is this guy walking around there? It's idiotic how much Ten Hag has decided to invest in players who are not even good." The signing of Ugarte, in a deal which could rise to £50.8 million with add-ons, to wrap up the Premier League side summer spend brought up the total of more than £600 million under Ten Hag, who joined the club ahead of the 2022-23 transfer window. But while some of his purchases, such as defender Lisandro Martinez, have readily found their footing at the top-flight big beasts, others have faltered, or failed to make a fast start. Ugarte himself was the first to criticize his debut European showing in Man United colours during last week's Europa League draw against Dutch side FC Twente. After the final whistle on the 1-1 stalemate, the former Paris Saint-Germain midfielder took to Instagram, posting, "I'm the first to make self-criticism. It wasn't a great match personally. We have to keep working." In his first start for his new club, however, the Uruguay international was unable to take control of the tie, and Ugarte was later swapped in the 72nd minute for Christian Eriksen. But former AC Milan star Van Basten didn't save his critique solely for the new recruit, instead widening it to take in Ten Hag's squad in its entirety. "Name me one top player at Manchester United," the ex-striker asked. "At every club you see a top player. Marcus Rashford is very bad. Bruno Fernandes is a good player. Andre Onana is a good goalkeeper. That's it. Casemiro is done. Alejandro Garnacho is a decent player. But nobody carries that team." Van Basten is far from the only former professional to point out the concern over Ten Hag's player selection in the wake of the loss on home turf. Former Red Devil Paul Scholes opted to highlight de Ligt's flaws, stating on Monday that there was no big difference between the former Ajax and Bayern Munich defender and the player he has displaced, Harry Maguire. Scholes also claimed the side looked like an uncoached football team and that he believed the players looked dead and flat in the contest. After receiving the backing of Sir Jim Ratcliffe and County over the summer, Ten Hag reportedly now has scant time to hold on to his role in the dugout. While the manager will oversee upcoming must-win ties against Porto and Aston Villa, The club have reportedly identified Inter Milan head coach Simone Inzaghi as a contender for the job as they weigh up his long-term future.